Welcome students. Today we are here to study another prose from unit number 1. Before dealing with the lesson, I want to ask you a very simple question. Are there any situations when you get afraid? Listen carefully. Are there any situations when you get afraid? If yes, then which are they? Just recall within 2 seconds and I will tell you. I know that there are many situations when we get afraid. When you and me, or we all get afraid. For example, your first day at school, again your first attempt at cooking. Suppose you have been told to sleep at night in the darkness. Or suppose if you are listening to a ghost story, a horror film, what happens? We get afraid. So, today we are going to study a lesson about a bird which is also afraid of flying. Did you get the lesson? Right. It is 1.5, His First Flight, written by Liam O'Flaherty. Before dealing with the text, let me tell you that this story is about the process of learning an important lesson of life. Here the main character of the story, the baby seagull, is afraid of flying. He is afraid of getting hurt itself or falling down because he thinks that his wings would not support him. But he was very hungry, and so he succeeds in overcoming his fear, and at last he takes his first flight. So students, now let us study 1.5, His First Flight. Open page number 31 to study his first flight. So here the author tells us, Flaherty tells us about the two qualities like courage and self-confidence are very, very important to succeed in life. Okay, page 31, His First Flight. The young seagull was alone on his ledge. Seagull म्हणजे समुद्र पक्षी. So this was a baby seagull, very, very small, who was going to learn how to fly. So he was alone on his ledge. Do you know what is ledge? The meaning is given in your margin. Ledge means a narrow horizontal shelf projecting from a wall, or here it is a cliff. म्हणजे या ठिकाणी खडकाचा कंगोरा. You can see here a cliff. This is a cliff. And here you can see these ledges. हा जो खडकाच्या मध्ये जो भाग आहे, जो तिथून प्रोजेक्ट झालेला आणि मध्ये अंतर दिसतंय, तर इथे पक्षी राहतात. तर इथे तुम्हाला सगळीकडे या क्लिफमध्ये छोटे छोटे ledges दिसतील. So he was there alone on his ledge. His two brothers and his sister had already flown away the day before. So even his brothers couldn't fly. He had two brothers and one sister. So they were also learning how to fly. But yesterday even he tried with them, but his brothers and sisters flown away, and this young seagull couldn't fly. He had been afraid to fly with them. So they flew away, but he was very much afraid he couldn't fly. Somehow, when he had taken a little run forward to the brink of the ledge and attempted to flap his wings, he became afraid. So somehow he used to muster his courage and he used to run forward to the brink of the ledge. If you want to see the brink, this is the brink. The edge of a steep place. This is very steep. एकदम खडा आहे हा क्लिफ. ह्याचा जो वरचा भाग आहे हा तो इथे दाखवलाय. म्हणजे हा याचा जो कोपरा आहे, that is called brink, the edge of a steep place. So this seagull is standing on the brink of the ledge. So he used to come running forward and he used to flap the wings. त्याचे पंख पण फडफडायचा, पण त्याचं काही धाडस उडण्याचं झालं नाही. He became afraid. The great expanse of sea stretched down beneath, and it was such a long way down, miles down. So he could see the great stretch of sea. अथांग पसरलेला सागर त्याला तो वरून खाली दिसत होता. And it was such a long way down, miles down. खूप खूप दूर जाणारा मार्ग त्याला दिसू लागला आणि म्हणून तो उडता येईना घाबरला. He felt certain that his wings would never support him. He thought that his wings were weak, so his wings would not support him to fly. आपले पंखच आपल्याला साथ देणार नाहीत उडण्यासाठी असं त्याला वाटत होतं. So he bent his head and ran away back to the little hole under the ledge where he slept at night. So he bent his head and ran back to the little hole. जे ज्या लेजमध्ये छोटी छोटी बिळं होती त्या बिळाकडं खाली मान घालून तो पुन्हा त्या बिळात जायचा जिथं तो नेहमी झोपायचा. Even when each of his brothers and his little sister, whose wings were far shorter than his own, ran to the brink, flapped their wings and flew away. The brothers and sisters, they had flown, but their wings were shorter than the baby seagull's wings. ह्याच्या पंखांपेक्षा त्यांचे पंख छोटे होते, but they flew away. पण ते उडाले, and he couldn't fly. He failed to muster up courage to take that plunge which appeared to him so desperate. To muster up courage means to gather courage. धैर्य एकवटणे. तुमच्या मार्जिनमध्ये अर्थ दिलेला आहे. मस्टर अप करेज, धैर्य एकवटणे. You have been told to guess the meaning of that word. To take that plunge, जोरानं त्याच्यामध्ये उडी घ्यायला त्यानं ते धैर्य तो एकवटू शकला नाही, म्हणून तो आपल्या बहीण भावंडांच्या बरोबर उडू शकला नाही. Which appeared to him so desperate, that means he had a desire to fly, but still he couldn't plunge because he failed in mustering up his courage. धैर्य एकवटण्यामध्ये तो कमी पडला आणि त्यामुळं त्याला इच्छा असूनही उडता आलं नाही. His father and mother had come around, calling to him shrilly, upbraiding him, threatening to him to let him starve on his ledge unless he flew away. His father and mother, they came around, and what they did? They shrilly, shrill means a loud, harsh voice. कर्कश आवाज. Upbraiding, scolding. The meaning is given there, scolding, ओरडणे, किंचाळणे. त्याचे आई वडील they started shrilly upbraiding him. त्याच्या जवळ आले आणि त्याला जोरजोरात कर्कश आवाजामध्ये ओरडू लागले. Threatening to let him starve on his ledge. To threaten means to warn, बजावणे, धमकी देणे. They started threatening the young seagull that you will starve here on this ledge. If you don't fly, you will not get anything to eat. You will starve. म्हणजे तुला खायला काही मिळणार नाही, तुला उपाशी इथं बसावं लागेल या लेजवरती. अनलेस ही फ्ल्यू अवे, तर तू उडला नाहीस तर तुला इथं उपाशी बसावं लागेल. बट फॉर द लाईफ ऑफ हिम ही कुड नॉट मूव्ह. पण जीवाच्या भीतीनं तो हलू शकला नाही. That was 24 hours ago. Since then, nobody had come near him. So now 24 hours had passed. 24 तास उलटून गेले. Nobody came near him. Neither his father, mother, nor his brothers and sisters came near him. कुणीही त्याच्या जवळ आलं नाही. The day before, all day long, he had watched his parents flying about with his brothers and sister. So, for the whole day, he was just watching his parents, how they were trying to make their brothers, their children, or baby seagulls, brothers and sister, how to learn how to fly. So they were trying to perfecting them in the art of flight, teaching them how to skim the waves and how to dive for fish. So his parents, father and mother, they were telling their children, his brothers and sisters, how to fly. They were perfecting, they were mastering their skills in how to skim the waves, skim on the waves, त्या लाटांवर बसून विहार कसा करायचा, and how to dive into the sea and catch the fish, आणि सूर मारून एखादा फिश किंवा मासा कसा पकडायचा याच्यावरती त्यांना प्रशिक्षण देणं चालू होतं. He had in fact seen his older brother catch his first herring and devour it. So this baby seagull, he was watching how his brother caught his first fish, and that is herring. herring नावाचा एक मासा आहे, त्या माशाला त्यांनी पकडलं त्याच्या भावाने, and devour it. devour means to eat very hungrily. गटागट खाणं ज्याला म्हणतो आपण, किंवा भूक लागल्यानंतर आधाशासारखं खाणं म्हणजेच डिवर. सो दिस बेबी सीगल वॉच हाऊ हिज ब्रदर कॉट द हेरिंग, द फिश, अँड एट इट अप हंग्रीली, डिवर इट. स्टँडिंग ऑन अ रॉक while his parents circled around raising a proud cackle. Cackle means utter a shrill cry, कलकल असा आवाज काढणं. So when his brother caught the fish, his parents, they were circled around him, around his brother, and they made a proud cackle. They gave him the praise, or they applauded him. They applaud him with the shrill voice, with the cackle sound. कलकल आवाज करत आपल्या मुलांनी पकडलेला मासा त्याच्याबद्दल ते शाबासकी आपल्या मुलाला देत होते, ते बेबी सीगलनी पाहिलं. And all the morning the whole family had walked about on the big plateau midway down the opposite cliff, taunting him for his cowardice. Plateau, all of you know, plateau म्हणजे पठार, midway म्हणजे मध्यावर्ती, down the opposite cliff, त्याच्या समोर असलेल्या पठारावरती, तिथं जे क्लिफ आहे त्याच्या समोरच्या पठारावरती मध्यावरती येऊन त्याचे पालक आणि त्याचे बहीण आणि भाऊ म्हणजे भावंड, टॉन्टिंग हिम फॉर हिज कॉवर्डाईज. टॉन्ट म्हणजे थट्टा करणं, कॉवर्डाईज म्हणजे भित्रेपणा. सो हिज पेरेंट्स, हिज ब्रदर्स अँड हिज सिस्टर, दे ऑल केम ऑन द क्लिफ मिडवे ऑन अ बिग प्लॅटो अँड दे ट्राईड टू टॉन्ट हिम. दे वर प्लेइंग प्रँक्स ऑफ हिम अबाउट हिज कॉवर्डाईज. त्याच्या या भित्रेपणाबद्दल त्याची ते थट्टा करू लागले, त्याला ते हसू लागले. Okay, students, you can see here how the whole family was taunting him for his cowardice. This is baby seagull. He is standing on the brink of the ledge, and his parents and his brothers, sister, they are trying to taunt him because he is a coward. So they all are taunting him for the cowardice. So why they are taunting? Because they all of them also want the baby seagull to take his first flight. शेवटी आता ते The sun was now ascending the sky, blazing on his ledge that faced the south. Ascending the sky. In the pink margin you will see there you have been told to guess the meaning of ascending the sky. Ascending the sky means the sky was the sun was rising in the sky. म्हणजे सूर्य वर येत होता. Blazing on his ledge that faced the south. तो ज्या कंगोऱ्यावरती बसलेला होता, खडकाचा जो कंगोरा होता जिथे तो बसलेला होता तो दक्षिणेकडे तोंड करून होता. तर सूर्य जसजसा वर येईल तसतसा त्याच्या त्या लेजवरती प्रकाश पडत होता, ते लेज प्रकाशित होत होतं. सो ब्लेझिंग म्हणजे प्रकाशित होणे. He felt the heat because he had not eaten since the previous nightfall. So now he started feeling the heat of the sun because he had not eaten anything for the last 24 hours. So since last nightfall he had not eaten anything. तर त्याला न खाल्ल्यामुळं थोडीशी उष्णता अधिकच जाणवू लागली. He stepped slowly out to the brink of the ledge and standing on one leg with the other leg hidden under his wing, he closed one eye, then the other, and pretended to be falling asleep. So what he did, he stepped out of his ledge and he came up near the brink of the ledge, and he stood there. How he stood there? With one leg, and the other leg he hid the other leg inside the wing, under his wing, and he closed one eye and kept open the other eye. Again he opened the other eye and closed the previous eye. So he was pretending that he has felt asleep. So he has fallen asleep. झोपेचं सोंग घेत होता. प्रिटेंड म्हणजे दिखावा करणं, सोंग घेणं. सो तो सोंग घेत होता की मी झोपी गेलेलो आहे. एका पायावर उभं राहून एक पाय आपल्या पंखाखाली दुमडून तो झोपल्याचं सोंग घेत होता. स्टील दे टूक नो नोटीस ऑफ हिम. टू टेक नोटीस ऑफ दखल घेणे. सो दे टूक नो नोटीस ऑफ हिम. नायदर हिज फादर मदर nor his brothers and sisters, they did not notice him. कुणीही त्याची दखल घेतली नाही. He saw his two brothers and his sister lying on the plateau, dozing with their heads sunk into their necks. So his brothers, when he saw to his two brothers and his sister, he saw that they were on the plateau and they were dozing with their heads. ते डुलकी घेत होते. डोजिंग म्हणजे डुलकी घेणं. So they were dozing with their heads sunk into the necks. मानेमध्ये आपली डोकी खुपसून ते डुलकी घेत होते. His father was preening the feathers on his white back. Preening, the meaning is given there. Look into your book. Making an effort to clean feathers with the beak. So his father was trying to clean his white portion of the breast. छातीचा पांढरा जो भाग आहे तो स्वच्छ करत होता आपल्या चोचीनं. सो दिस इज कॉल्ड प्रीनिंग. द फादर वॉज प्रीनिंग. दॅट मीन्स ही वॉज क्लीनिंग द व्हाईट पोर्शन ऑफ द ब्रेस्ट विथ हिज बीक. ओनली हिज मदर वॉज लुकिंग ॲट हिम. सो एव्हरीवन, हिज ब्रदर्स वेर डोजिंग, हिज फादर वॉज प्रीनिंग, बट ओनली हिज मदर वॉज लुकिंग ॲट हिम. फक्त आईचं लक्ष होतं की आपलं बाळ काय करतंय. She was standing on a little high hump on the plateau, her white breast thrust forward. So she was standing on a little hump. Hump म्हणजे थोडासा उंचवटा. When there is a plain land or a plateau, and when we see a little mound on it, a little big portion, a high portion on it, it is called hump. थोडासा मोठासा ढीग आपण म्हणतो, त्याच्यावरती ते उभा होता. त्याची आई उभी होती. अँड विथ हर व्हाईट ब्रेस्ट थ्रस्ट फॉरवर्ड. छातीचा जो भाग आहे तो पांढरा छातीचा भाग पुढे करून आई त्याच्याकडे बघत होती. नाव अँड अगेन शी टोर ॲट अ पीस ऑफ फिश दॅट ले ॲट हर फीट अँड देन स्क्रॅप्ड ईच साइड ऑफ हर बीक ऑन द रॉक. नाव व्हॉट हर मदर डिड, what his mother did, his mother tried to, his mother tore a piece of fish. म्हणजे त्या मासा तिनं पकडून आणलेला होता. शी हॅड दॅट फिश ॲट हर फीट. आपल्या पावलाजवळ ठेवलेला होता आणि त्या पायाजवळून जो मासा होता त्याचा एक तुकडा तिनं तोडला. अँड शी स्टार्टेड इटिंग अँड देन स्क्रॅप्ड ईच साइड ऑफ हर बीक ऑन द रोड. सो ॲज दे नीड अ शार्प बीक, what birds do? They try to scrap the beak on the rock. So the mother was scraping the beak on both sides on the rock so that her beak gets sharpened and she could tear the fish easily. तर तो मासा फाडण्यासाठी त्यांची जी चोच असते पक्ष्यांची ती खूप आपल्याला धारदार लागते. म्हणजे ती धारदार जर असेल तर पक्षी तो मासा वगैरे पटकन फाडू शकतात. आणि तो मासा ती फाडत होती आणि त्याचबरोबर धारसुद्धा करत होती. द साईट ऑफ द फूड मॅडन हिम अँड नाव लुकिंग ॲट द साईट ऑफ द फूड द सीगल वॉज मॅडन बाय द साईट ऑफ द फूड बिकॉज ही वॉज व्हेरी व्हेरी हंग्री. ही वॉज स्टार्विंग. He couldn't get anything. For 24 hours he did not eat anything. From previous nightfall he had nothing to eat. So when he saw that fish, when he saw his mother tearing the piece of fish, he got mad. तो खुळावला किंवा तो खुळा झाला ते मासा बघितल्यानंतर, कारण त्याला खूप भूक लागली होती. How he loved to tear food that way, scraping his beak now and again to whet it. Whet म्हणजे शार्पन, धार करणे. तिथे अर्थ दिलेला आहे बघा. whet म्हणजे शार्पन, धार करणे. सो हाऊ ही लव टू टेअर फूड दॅट वे. आता त्याला असं वाटू लागलं की अरे मला पण किती आवडायचं असा मासा फाडायला, आणि स्क्रॅपिंग हिज बीक नाव अँड अगेन टू व्हेट इट म्हणजे आपल्या चोचीला सुद्धा धार करायला, दगडावरती आपली चोच दोन्ही बाजूनी घासायला आणि त्याला धार करायला त्यालाही खूप आवडायचं. हे याची त्याला आठवण झाली. आणि मुलांनो, आता आपण प्रिनिंग आणि स्क्रॅपिंग म्हणजे काय पाहणार आहोत. Yes children, now see, you can see here a picture of preening the feathers. How the father is preening his feathers. With the help of the beak, he is trying to clean his feathers. The white portion of the feathers, he is trying to clean it. That means it is called preening. And in the second picture, you will see how the birds scrape their beak. This is called scraping. You can see here the seagull, and the seagull is standing on the rock and it is trying to scrape his beak on both sides on the rock. So this is called scraping. And now we shall see how the seagull tries to skim on the waves and dives for the fish. We are going to watch. Did you like the video? Now you can get the idea about how the seagull skims on the waves and they dive for fish and they catch the herring going deep into the water. And students, this much we are going to study in today's lesson, and we will continue tomorrow for the next half of the lesson. Bye bye. See you tomorrow.